I keep hearing about companies switching their observability vendors. They tell me their costs have gone up eightfold over the past couple of years, in some cases from a couple of $100K to well over $1 million. I was watching Datadog's last earnings call, and they mentioned one customer paying them $65 million a year. That's a lot of money, maybe enough to build an observability company. The problem they tell me is in each case is that migration is hard because they have thousands of dashboards. So now we actually know the root of the problem. It isn't that observability vendors charge ridiculous amounts of money. After all, you were fine with it when you started. It's that you're collecting more and more metrics across more and more resources and running them across more and more dashboards. By the way, the same thing applies to logs, traces, and events. This isn't a tech problem. It isn't a vendor problem. It's a complexity problem, one that's self-inflicted. If you have thousands of dashboards, you've created a noise problem, one that hurts you during your large-scale events, whether on metrics, dashboards, or logs. I'm kind of known for saying observability without action is just storage. What that means is that you shouldn't collect data unless, one, you deeply understand what that metric means and how to use it to debug. Two, you understand how to go from your golden metrics to the next level down metrics so you can understand the relationship between them, and then recursively down the tree from one metric graph to the next. Dashboards aren't something that you're doing for artistic value. They're about taking action. If your environment is already complex, my recommendation to you is, one, remove 2 dashboards if you want to add one. That's just a rule you should apply across your system to try to bring order to the chaos. Second, measure the usage of your dashboards and start getting rid of them when they're not being used for 6 months, as well as the underlying metrics. The problem is you can't look at thousands of dashboards during an event. It's impossible. What you need to do is make sure that you're optimizing for your on-call during those events by making it easy for them to go from your golden metric to the things that are most likely to be causing the problem, to the things that might be most likely to be causing that problem, and stop it right there. They should be able to look at something on the order of 3 dashboards, 20 graphs max, and just understand how to go through it. Because the time you spend during a large-scale event is mostly spent trying to figure out what's going on, not fixing it. I think with that, you can probably reduce your costs 2 to 4-fold without impacting your operations at all.